Morning, ladies. Did everybody have a wonderful night? Come on, ladies. You too, Ruby. Oops. Sorry, guys, you gotta come with me. Now that we got the animals fed, what are we gonna do today? Let's take a look at the garden. Ooh-wee. That strawberry is starting to turn a little pink there. That is huge. I can't wait to eat that. Hope I get it before the ants do. This one little strawberry plant has all kinds of berries on it. And I am really looking forward to them turning red. Oh my, look at those potato plants. I am really excited about these potato plants. They are going to town. This will be my first year to ever harvest a bed full of potatoes. And over here, peas are looking good, the peas and carrots. More peas. That's definitely charred. Well, while we're up here at the garden, I planted some more seeds the other day. Let's see if we can find a couple of them down here. There we go. These are sunflowers. A bunch of them have come up. A bunch of them have come up, but not all of them. I hope they make. I've never tried to grow sunflowers before. There's a bunch of them up. I planted 58 sunflower seeds. If they come up and make sunflowers, I'll be happy. Wow, what's that? Whatever it was, I stepped on it. Looks like some type of paper-thin mushroom. That's really weird. Tiny's trying to eat them. I have some broccoli here that bolted, so we're going to give it to the rabbits. You guys are always trying to hang out with the animals. You can't stay there. I know they're cute, but you can't stay with them all day. So, I want to talk about this sawmill. We've had this sawmill for almost 30 days. And we were cutting up this log for the garden beds, because we still haven't finished making our garden beds. Well, in the middle of cutting this log, the sawmill broke. Yep. The mill itself and the motor are all still good. The part that we have a problem with is the crank handle to raise this up and down. The bolt that goes in here has stripped out. So you can't crank it up and you can't crank it down. So we're kind of at a standstill unless we can come up with a temporary solution. I called Harbor Freight and they looked up the part number and said that they can get it to me and that all their products, or most of their products, have a 90-day warranty. So it won't cost me anything to get the part. The problem is, it's going to be more than 20 days to get the part. This leaves me in a bind because I need those garden beds done, and I can't wait 20 days. So, I don't know what we're going to do. we may find a jack or some other solution to be able to pick up the sawmill and make our cuts. It'll be a lot of hard work and it'll make it take a lot longer, but we've got to do something. Do I regret buying this sawmill? I don't regret buying a sawmill. It's gonna come in handy. It has come in handy. But I think I regret buying it from Harbor Freight. Only because I did see another sawmill after the fact that we really liked. And I had tried to cancel my order with Harbor Freight so that I could buy this other one because it was around the same price. But Harbor Freight, they were not very helpful in canceling. The woman that I spoke to at that time was like, okay, well, I'll get a hold of the warehouse and I'll try to cancel it, but I can't guarantee it. Well, the very next day, they shipped it out. So that didn't happen. And the fact that I have to wait over 20 days to get a part that shouldn't have broke within 30 days, yeah, I'm not too happy with it. I'm a little worried that the new part will strip out. I mean, we've only cut 3 logs on this thing, so it really, nothing should have broke already. I don't think it's the best quality, but we're gonna have to wait and see what happens, see how long it'll last us after we put the new handle on. We may have to, if that handle keeps breaking, we might have to come up with a whole new way of raising and lowering the saw head. You know, maybe put something electric on there so we don't have to crank it up and down, let it do it by itself. I don't know. I just hope that this was a one-time deal and that it's not going to keep breaking, because it was a lot of money to spend on this to have it break so quickly. So yeah, in a way I regret buying it, because I regret buying it. I somewhat regret buying it. No, I really do. I regret buying it from Harbor Freight. I wish I had seen the other one sooner, so I could have got that instead of ever ordering from Harbor Freight. I think they're a bigger company, better known company, and I think they would probably have the parts in stock. I don't know. I mean, who knows? You could have the same thing go wrong with any company, so I'm just not pleased with the fact that we have to wait so long to get the handle for this. These are the threads that were in it, and as you can see, they totally came off the nut and cheap. So that's where we're at with the sawmill. Now for the rest of today, I need to put the rest of my tomatoes in the garden, and I have one more empty bed that I can plant some green peppers into. So we'll do that today. Okay guys, here we are in the garden and I am really excited. I finally get to put in the last of my tomato plants. We planted all of the other ones the other day, and we finally got a couple more beds filled up with some compost and bone meal. So in this bed we're going to put the rest of the tomatoes, and then in the next bed we're going to put some peppers. So let's do this. It's going to be so good to have all of my tomatoes in the ground finally, because in this, they're okay in this, but they suck up the water so fast, and by the end of the day they're all wilted. But tomatoes are great. They don't care. You give them some water and they perk right back up. All right, so let's plant these. Now these that I'm gonna plant first are some beefsteaks. So just pop them right out of the tray. stick them down in the ground. And I like to bury them a little bit deeper than what they were, because a tomato plant will actually send roots out from the entire stalk. So you could actually bury it way up to here and it wouldn't matter, because it'll still send out roots. And I need to plant these a little close because I've got a lot of them, and this is the last bed I have for these. Okay, so we're gonna put these a little close. And so here, all you do is you squeeze the bottom of the tray and just very gently pull on the base of the tomato, and it pops right out. And as I was saying, I've got to put these a little close. It's supposed to be a foot apart, but I've got a lot of tomato plants left. And you know what? I should have brought those closer this way, because I want to put some carrots in the middle of this bed. So I'm going to bring them closer to the edge of the bed. There we go. Let's move this little guy over. They've got some nice roots on them. Look at the roots on those. I love growing tomatoes. They just grow so easy. Anybody could grow tomatoes. Oh, I'm sitting on my tray. There's all the tomatoes put in. Now we have one bed that we can plant peppers in. So let's plant some peppers. Let's get these babies in the ground. Okay, so these first ones here, oh, we got to take it out of here. I can't pinch the bottom with it in the tray. Okay, so this first row here is the Tabasco peppers. Oh yeah, they're pretty dry. We're gonna have to water everything really good tonight. And these I can't plant as deep as I did the tomatoes. They're not as big as tomatoes, and they don't root from their stems that I know of. So we're gonna do our best to keep them at the same depth that they're at now. Give them a good water, and our temperatures are in the 80s every day, so they're going to be just fine out here. But this way they'll be able to set their roots down deeper. They've got some really long roots on there, and they need to be able to set their roots down deeper and suck up some water and nutrients. So I'm really happy to be able to get at least some of these peppers into the ground. Oh, there's a cell that didn't grow anything. We had pretty good germination rate on these peppers. I'm surprised. And this is my first year growing peppers from seed. I usually buy some starts from the store. So this is my first year ever starting them myself. And it'll be really satisfying to get some peppers. Okay, so those are all of the Tabasco peppers. Next is the banana peppers. Oh no, sorry, the next ones are the paprika peppers. I'm definitely gonna have to put some stakes in here and label them so I know what's what. I suppose you already know, you'll know what they are when they start forming the peppers, but these are really dry. They really need some water. So guys, I went to Walmart yesterday. I had to get a couple of things and I couldn't believe it. They were out of toilet paper. I'm quite happy. I have a few rolls left and I don't actually need it yet, but I was quite shocked that they were totally out of toilet paper. But I'll tell you, if it was me, if I was panic buying for anything or trying to prep for any emergency or whatever, I think I'd stock up on food, not toilet paper. There's always things you can use for toilet paper, but you know, you gotta have that food. That's one reason I absolutely love growing my own food. I might have put those a little too close because I got room for another one here. So let's put another one then. This is gonna be the banana pepper. But anyways, that's why I love to grow my own food, because that way I know I'll always have food. You don't have to worry about going to the store. If you don't want to, you just go up to your garden. All right, guys, I'm gonna plant another row on the other side and we'll be right back with you. Now we ended up with one too many peppers. All right, last one going in. Okay, that's it for this bed. Okay, so we got those peppers put in. And now these two beds behind me need to be filled up with compost so we can plant the rest of the peppers. And we went and we got, Eddie and Ocean went and got some compost. You can see it here in the trailer. And it's got a lot of peanut stems in it from the cattle. So what I've been doing is I've been sifting it through this homemade sifter I made. It's just 1/4 inch hardware cloth. We sift it on that, it falls into the wheelbarrow. Then we dump the wheelbarrow into the beds. So it does take a while, but hey, we're doing it, we're getting it done, and we're gonna have our own food. I think it's wonderful. Okay, the only thing I have to do now for tonight is water these beds really good, water them in, make sure they survive the stress of being transplanted, and we'll be good. So guys, if you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell and you'll get notifications whenever we upload. And we will see you next week. Bye.